the studio right now. I have Margie Veis from Oakmont Senior Living. Have you seen this place? This is probably one of the most beautiful facilities I've ever seen for senior living. You can go look at the pictures, Oakmont of Santa Clarita.com, but it's also very likely the most exceptional facility out there, and we're going to talk about that. It's quality, it's comfort, it's care, it's 5-star services and amenities. And I have to say, I'm very, very proud that this is something that is in the Santa Clarita Valley, Oakmont of Santa Clarita. Margie Veis, how are you?
I'm doing well, T. How are you?
I'm fine. Get right up on that microphone and tell me a little bit. I know you guys, you've been in we talked about being on a live construction site because here at AM 1220 KHTS, we're still pretty new. We still have that new station smell and everything is still going on. You are finishing up some of the last bits of Oakmont of Santa Clarita, or right in the middle of it?
I think we're right in the middle of it. We're hoping to be open end of this year or early 2016. I think our next milestone will be the opening of our models, which will be sometime this fall, so September, October-ish. And that is going to be very exciting.
Oh, and one of the things that I think is remarkable about Oakmont is the idea that everything from soup to nuts, if you will, is phenomenally thought out, and everything from diet and planning for seniors who are living there, every bit of personal needs or care, because it is a big transition to perhaps go into a place from, your own home. But you guys have made this, I think someone likened it to being on a cruise ship, sort of. It's like a cruise ship at home.
A cruise ship to nowhere. And you're right, T. I think that it is a hard transition. Sometimes it's the resident, the senior that's having that hard time, but a lot of times it's the adult children. We're spending a lot of time educating adult children about when is the right time to make that move. When is it unsafe for mom or dad to be living alone?
And you do worry about where they're going to be, and you want them to have the best of the best. I've talked to a lot of people who have parents who are thinking about making this kind of transition or planning for this kind of transition, because it is something to talk about. And I mean, I have kids who are in their 20s, and I'm already telling them, someday, and they want mom or dad to have a life that's comfortable, where they're being looked after. And we all have such busy lives, and I don't know that they're going to be able to do that for me. And the idea of doing it for my own family is a little bit daunting, and the idea that Oakmont is there to pick up those pieces.
Right. We have so much expertise in our building. Myself, I've worked in senior living for over 15 years. So not only do I have the professional background, but I do have aging parents. We lost my dad, but my parents both lived in an assisted living with me, and it was a very hard transition for my mom. They don't want to give up their stuff. They don't want to give up their homes. They don't want to give up their independence. Sounds like I'm on site.
Oh dear.
But I always, you have to say, what are we waiting for? Are we waiting for that burner to be left on?
The other thing is, I have a relative, a loved one whose mother is dealing with some dementia. And this is a very frightening time for everyone. And I understand that Oakmont has something called, I believe that you said, the Traditions Program?
Yes.
Tell me a little about that.
It's a program specifically for those with dementia or Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is a form of dementia, and with it comes that memory loss, a lot of times the ability to, you lose that ability to take care of yourself, to have the judgment, to have the safety. So Oakmont has branded a program called Traditions. It'll be housed within our main community. The residents will have their own apartments. They can still furnish with the things that remind them of home, pictures, their own blankets, their own pillows. But our program will be set up so that they're engaged throughout the day with activities that won't be frustrating them, that will be familiar to them. We even have kind of stations set up that it could be laundry. A woman that was a housekeeper that did laundry and cared for a child and now is in the throes of dementia, that was their day. So to sit them down and tell them it's time to play bingo, that's not meaningful to them.
Yeah, they never did that before,
Right.
so...
But if you could give them warm towels that smell good with Downy, and they can fold those and touch them and feel that it's purposeful, or...
That's actually a brilliant idea.
A basket of socks, and it's laundry time, and match the socks. It's a cognitive activity. Let's do all the blue ones. Let's do all the brown ones. It's touch, it's tactile, it's cognitive, but it's functional and meaningful. Just like, if a woman was a secretary, let her sit at a desk and lick envelopes or stuff papers. It doesn't matter, truly what the outcome is.
It's just a motion she's familiar with.
And it's giving them purpose in their day, and it's engaging them in something that's meaningful. And so that's what our Traditions program is really going to be all about.
That's wonderful. And you can learn more about Oakmont of Santa Clarita by going Oakmont Senior Living. Their website is oakmontofsantaclarita.com. You can call them, have a conversation, ask them the questions you want. 295-2025. We're going to be back with Margie in just a little bit to talk more about Oakmont Senior Living. So stay with me. We're going to take a moment and we're going to do the best bits of Jimmy Fallon.